67 Irish Farmer. So I got to break down these tires. None of them hold air. Went to go buy a 7.5 by 28 camper frame. I'm gonna make into a trailer, like a equipment trailer. So it has two 7,000 pound axles, two 3,500 pound axles under. Sorry, make it a 7,000 pound trailer. But after we get these tires dismounted and stuff and put back on there where they hold air, I'll show you that. Let's see if we can find some tires though that fit this. 205 70 R15s. So I can do anything like 205, 225. Probably try to find 225 75 R15s because these are kind of skinny. I'd rather have a taller tire than that. Well, let's see if I can find some. Clean the bead up. I took the valve stem out. I used a tire machine to take this off. So it's really rusty. It's on the trailer I bought, and I went to go get it, and none of the tires would hold air. So I took them home with me and put them on the tire machine, cleaned the bead up, put some tire sealer on there, and around the rim, around the bead. I'll show you that here once I put this back on, and then put a new valve stem in them. And I'll be ready to go. Make sure you got your safety squints. I'm pretty sure I found out what caused this because they left water inside these tires. So I'm pretty sure the water helped rust everything out. Like there's a big rust spot here, and then there's like water stains where it dripped down. a lot easier to do it on this side for me, because I'm right-handed. So I'm going to do one side and I flip it over and do it again. And then we got our valve stem right here. That's nice and clean right there. I hope I'm in your field of view. This isn't even the part of the tire that seals. Most of the tire seals up on this edge right here. Going across here. That's where it seals, and that's where all the paint's chipping, where there's rust. So I'll hit that when I go all the way around this. And no, I'm not getting down to bare metal. I don't need to. I don't even need to do this at all, but I'm doing it anyway. Get the dirt off of it, and then there's some rust spots in there, getting that out. Part that matters right here. So I gotta get that really clean. When I get that clean, then I can put some tire glue on the tire and mount it back up. want to jump ahead a little bit. The next step I'll be cleaning this up with a wire wheel. Cleaning up the tire with a wire wheel. That's going to be the next step. I don't know if that's in your field of view. That's right behind me. I clean that up with a wire wheel. With a cookie grinder. Cookie disc. Looks like a cookie. Mmm. Delicious. Sandy. And it just launched half a mile. If you want to scare your friends, I guess that's a really good way to scare your friends. Just buzz buzz and it's gone. Halfway up between their legs maybe. Danger, danger, your friends are in danger. The boys, they're gonna get hit. That side's all done. That's all done right there. Now I gotta do this side. I'll tell you one thing, this is one thing a tire shop does not do. They do not clean the bead like this, not unless they don't have to. They'll just clean up a little spots. They'll just do it like right here, right here. The rest of this, they'll leave alone. They won't touch that. So then there'll be a problem later and you have to come back and have them do it again because it's leaking again. I don't want to have to touch this anymore, so. I know I'm going to have to. These tires are pretty much garbage, but they'll get the trailer home, and once I get the trailer home, I'll go from there. I found a set of tires on eBay for their Load Range E. So they're 10 ply, like 2,100 pounds a piece. Capacity, just single. And those are like 250 bucks for a set of 4. So that's not that bad. I actually could put tires like that on my truck if I wanted to. 200 bucks later and I have a full set of 4 tires. This is for trailer use only, but hey, if they hold air. Saying is if it holds water, well, these hold air, and if it holds air, it holds water, right? Time for a new disc. it all the way around. But you can see that tire. Move that up a little bit. So here's a trick to get the water out of there. There's not much in here, but if this thing is full of water, hold it like this, wait till the water gets still, pick it up real fast, and the water falls out. If I do that one more time, all the water should come out. I think that's all the water in there. And then you just dry it off on the inside with a towel. So I think the moisture got in there, and when the moisture, the tires are black, they absorb sunlight pretty good. They get really hot, the water evaporates and turns into steam, and the steam contacts the steel and makes it rust. So I want to combat that by A, cleaning off the rust, cleaning off the paint to get down to good steel, getting the rust out of it, and then keeping the water out of there. Oh, this tire goop's not spreading on there because the tire's wet. This tire I'm not really going to go through with a wire wheel at the cookie grinder. It's not that bad, but I do that to knock the rust off of it. The other tire I did, that was pretty bad. No rim rust from Prema. That's what I'm using right now. Some very, very sticky grease. Helps seal the tire too, and helps you get the tire on the bead because it's like a lubricant, and then it like hardens up or something. It stays really tacky, sticks to the rim, helps seat the bead. These ones aren't too bad. They're pretty hard getting on the tire, on the rim anyway, but they seat the bead pretty good. I already did, this is the last one out of the 5. Yes, 5. I got 4 tires and on a spare. That's done. Just put a little bit on that. And we'll take the tire and put it back on. But before we do that, excuse me, I'll put a new valve stem in. Keeping these caps separate because they're brand new. Take the tool that you take to rip them out with. There's several different types of tools. There was a little tiny one. We have them over here. You got this kind. You put the, I can actually use this one too, but it's a lot harder. Put your valve stem in through the back. Screw this on there, and then you just pull. Lots of force. But this is a multi-tool. That's to pull the valve stem out. That's to take the valve stem core out. It has to clean the threads on the inside. There's a thread tab, and that looks like it's for the pointy end. That looks like it's for cleaning like a puncture wound or something if you're putting a plug in. This one's a little harder to screw on, but you don't have to put much effort into put it on there because you're using leverage. You got all these little grooves that they go onto the rim, and you just lever it in there, pull it a little bit till you hear a snap, and then it's in. Valve stem was good on this in the first place, but I like not having them fuss with it later when it does go bad. So that just lengthens its life. This is an old school tire machine. Most people use, I'm going to take a tire out. What am I doing? Most people use a rim clamp nowadays, but this has more power than a rim clamp. To do like big truck, pickup truck tires and stuff, bigger pickup truck tires. It has more power. So what I'm doing, I've taken There's a lip edge right here, and that's going around the tire. I try seating as much of the bead as I can, pressing up against it. And then there's a foot pedal. I press the foot pedal and it does its work for me. Somehow I actually got both. I have never done that before, doing both at the same time. Yeah, it's not going to let me. Get in your way here. Take that back off. These tires are a little fussy because they don't have much sidewall to them. So that's where this little bar comes in handy, because I could come in here, right here. We want to be after the valve sign, because then you'll just rip it out again. This one doesn't go all the way around. You have to stop and then reposition it and then put it back on again. There we go. You just saw that snap back at me. These things are dangerous. It's another reason why tire shops cost so much as they do. Back that off a little bit. Feels like the rim's going to seat the bead. Normally take the valve core out, but then you got to fight it. You hear that big pop that's blowing? You got nozzles under here that blow into the rim real fast. So now I'm just filling the tire up with air like I normally would. I gave it a couple minutes or something. You just heard the tire pop the bead. And then after this, I'll take it off and fill it up with a normal, because this doesn't have a gauge on it. And this is one of the most dangerous parts of filling a tire up. Like, it's when you just put it on there, you don't know if it's going to blow out or not. Tire is leaking. That's why we got the soapy water. It is leaking right there. So this is going to be our spare. So it's leaking there pretty bad. Tell you one thing, everything that I did, it's not leaking. It's just leaking on the sidewall. It's leaking a little bit here. Well, this is really bad, but this is minor. You probably can't even see it on the camera. That's leaking right there, but this is pretty darn bad right here. So that'll be a spare. Well, that's done, other than we fill it up with air to the correct pressure, which I'm not doing with this one. This one's just a spare. It's not going to hold air, so I'm not even going to bother. Yeah, it's leaking on the backside too. Oh, that's really bad. I'm gonna guess that's only like 25 psi in there, 30. That's really bad. It's actually blowing the soapy water out of the hole, so it won't even bubble up. This sprayer has seen your better days. The trigger does not want to come back into its position, but that's leaking pretty bad. So I give that probably half hour and it's going to be completely flat. Once it's up to full pressure of like 40. Yeah, it's already down. I put like 30 in there and it's already flat. But that's it for part 1 for getting the tires, and then stay tuned for part 2 when I put them on the trailer and take the trailer home with me. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more.